Welcome back. My 11-year-old son suggested a content idea for me, and that was to play the adjustable rating bot on chess.com, starting with the lowest rating and going as high as I could before I started losing. Yesterday, I played the lowest 3 levels, and I had a little bit more trouble with those than I thought I would, especially the first one, which kind of surprised me. But I did win all 3 of those. So today I'm going to move up to the the 4th lowest rated one, which is number 4, beginner 700. There's a little slider here when you select this engine down at the bottom, and it starts off at beginner 250, and then there's beginner 400, then there's beginner 550, and now I'm at beginner 700. So I'm just going to play this one, and if I win, I'll play the next one, and so on. Let's choose that bot, let the computer choose the colors, challenge no help of any kind, and I got the black pieces for the 4th time in a row. All right, let's play knight to f6, which is, I believe we're going for the Nimzo Indian defense here. If they play the knight out to c3, they did. Okay, so we're going to play the Nimzo Indian. I only know this out to about 3 or 4 moves. That is, I guess, to protect this, and then they're going to push this pawn here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and castle. If they push the pawn, I will take the knight. Okay, that's as far as I know in this opening. And now I know that they probably want to push this, but not yet, not immediately, because I could just take it. But I have a lot of human opponents that play this as soon as they're able to defend it, usually while that knight's still there, and then push it forward here. So I think I need to play d6 in order to get a knight and a bishop out here, and also to defend that square. Okay, they've pinned the knight, so I think I can defend it. Oh no, that's what they do. They play that there, so I can't take this pawn when it comes, all right? So I have to defend that knight and then get my queen out of the way. I think that's what we do here. Oh, they're bringing pawns on the periphery. Well, since they haven't brought this pawn just yet, let's see, should I go ahead and move my queen over? Or should I attack their queen? Maybe that's what I should do. Just move my knight to there. If they get their queen out of danger, I take their bishop. Right? If let's say they move their queen over here, then I'll just take their bishop. But if I move my knight to e4 and they take my queen, then I take their queen. And then if they save their bishop, I save my knight. I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm going to try it. Okay, they did that, and then I think I got a free bishop here because my queen's defending that. But they have got a lot of advanced pawns, so now what do I need to do? I'm thinking I want to move my rook over. So if they come for this, I'll be pointed at their queen, maybe. But I still need to develop this light squared bishop. I think I have slightly better development than my opponent. I'm a piece ahead, so a queen trade should work well for me, shouldn't it? Let's see if they want a queen trade. I don't think that they do, but they did. Okay, so I'm a piece ahead. I'm a little ahead on development, except for the pawns. My opponent is controlling more space than I am because they're controlling all of these squares on my side of the board, not to mention this one. And I don't have any pawns that far advanced yet. But I'm going to go ahead and take that knight too and count on my piece supremacy here. I think I should just push another pawn and then... Okay, should we just start taking? Let's just start taking. Their king is still in the center of the board, so opening up the center can't be that bad for me. And I think I'm safe to develop the bishop to b7 because they won't push forward because I'll just take it. And if they take the pawn, I'll take back, and I think I'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and develop this bishop. They did take, and I think I want to take the... Nah, normally you want to take toward the center, though. Is that what I want to do? Let's take toward the center. I am attacking this pawn. I assume they're going to... Okay, I assumed they were going to try to defend that pawn, but they didn't. So I'm going to take it. And now maybe I can double up over there. I don't know if I should double up or put my rook on the open file here where it's not defended in any way. Wait, are they preparing to castle? What was that about? Surely they're not preparing to castle. Oh, they were defending this pawn because I was attacking it? Maybe that's what it was. All right, I think what I want to do is take this file, and if they try to defend, I will trade off because, again, I'm a piece ahead. They've left this pawn undefended. So I think I should just take it, and then that leaves this pawn undefended. Okay, I'm going to take this pawn. And then I think this one, I don't think I should be worried about the h-pawn just yet. Let me go ahead and take this pawn. And as much as I want to do some sort of discovered attack on this rook here, I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe just pull the rook back one, and that will discover an attack on their h1 rook. And it will prepare a discovery over here, but no, that doesn't work. Okay. I could check, but then they take this and I take that. Wait, is that just a trade? And I'm up 6 points of material now, so I think a trade is good for me. Let's see. If they just move out of check, I take the rook with my bishop, right? They can't, or they could block with the bishop. If they block with the bishop or move out of check either way, I'll take their rook with my bishop. If they take with the pawn, I'll take their rook with the bishop. I think that's okay for me. Let's see what happens. I think they'll take it with the pawn, and then I'll take this rook, and they've given up their bishop, oddly enough. I'll take it. Okay. This bot seems like it's going down faster than some of the others, although it did just get a free pawn, you know, so good job to the 700 rated beginner bot. Now I just got to figure out how to finish this off, trying to figure out how to protect this pawn. Let's see. Well, they can't get at it immediately, but if I move it forward, then I can protect it with the bishop. So I think that's what I should do. It also prevents them from moving it forward. And then I will lock it in with this bishop here, like so. Okay, which basically prevents that rook from doing anything. Now I did think about bringing this rook up here, but I'm also a little bit worried about my back rank situation. They would have to move over one first, and if they do that, it's not going to work out. So if I come up here threatening this pawn, I guess they could just move forward to protect it, but that opens up a discovery. They could move forward to defend it over here, and then I'm not sure what I would do. Or I could come after the pawn this way, or this way. Although if I go to d5, then they can just push it. So I know I'm ahead, I just don't know how to finish it off. All right, you know what? I'm going to stop the h-pawn's advance and give my king an out by playing h6. So that solves two problems at once. They did that, which just gives up the pawn, and I'm going to take it. And now I'm not worried about getting my rook off the back rank because my king has a way to get out. And I think it's time to bring my rook. I'm just not sure exactly where. I think maybe all the way down to d2, which I can go over and pick off that pawn. But I shouldn't be worried about the pawns, right? I should be worried about checkmating. So let's try this. It's safe from, well, you know, protected by the knight. They're coming after the bishop. I'm not sure why. Now I have a check here, but that leaves the king two options. If it goes to d1, then I think I would have a mate. And if it goes to f1, then I would have a discovery and win the rook. So I think that's good. It's protected by the bishop. And now I can take this rook over here to c2, and that's a check, and I should win their rook. And then it'll be a lot easier to checkmate them. That does let them off the back rank. Now I just need to figure out how to solve this, how to end it. Okay, let's bring the rook up to the third rank so the king can't come any closer. And you know what? I think I'm just going to take that h-pawn while I'm at it. And then I'm going to figure out how to checkmate this, except that they've trapped themselves on the first rank. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I should have known better. I should have known better. The king had no legal moves. It did that intentionally, backing up. Yeah, I thought, oh, I've trapped it on the back rank. But no, it was a trick to get me to stalemate it, and I fell for it. I should have gone ahead and taken the pawn first like my plan was. Well, that's not the first time that's happened, but it is just as embarrassing as it was the last time that it happened. All right, so good job to the beginner 700 rated bot. And this is why I do not accept rated challenges from my subscribers as many chess YouTubers do, because I'm not at all confident that I would win or draw those games, and I lose rating points. So fortunately, I do not lose rating points against bots. I'm going to save that game, and then I'm going to play this bot again right now because I know where it went wrong. Rematch. Oh, I got the white pieces, finally. That means I have to go first. All right, let's try the English, see what the bot does. Normal, let's go knight to c3. I think they're going to get the knight out here, and then we're going to fianchetto our light squared bishop. What's going to happen next? Okay, that. And I'm going to go ahead and let them take me if they want to while I get this bishop out. Okay, I don't know if that's a good move or not, but I don't think any of my human opponents have ever played that. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this knight out in castle. That's my goal here. The queen has come up 2 squares. I'm not sure why. What's it aiming at? I don't know. It's coming over here. Again, not sure what it's aiming at. I'm going to castle. They've done this. I don't know why. No idea why they would do that. I guess I can take my king over here and see if they, you know, my queen. Did I say king? I guess I can take my queen over here, which doesn't really aim at anything other than the bishop, and see if they want to take or defend. Or I could just push the a pawn. Let's do that and see if they want to take my knight there. They did not. Okay, well, I'm going to take the bishop then. I think that was the bot's mistake that lost it the game. Okay, they've brought the queen back over here. Their queen is moving around a lot. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm surprised they didn't take here and give me the rook, but the rook's defended. So should I just take that? Think I will. I don't think their queen's a huge danger where it is. I could be wrong. Let's see if they move. They did not move the knight somewhere, but my rook's not protected, so I want to leave that there for just a moment, and I'm pretty sure that king move was a mistake of some kind. I would like to push this pawn and protect my rook is what I would like to do. Okay, they finally did move the knight. Okay, I'm going to protect my rook with the bishop and the queen. The rook has moved over one. That also looks like a huge mistake, but I don't know what to do about it. I'm going to play d4. Which I always try to do at some point in the English. I'm just never sure if it's the right time. Since I'm up 4 points of material, I'm going to offer a queen trade and see if they want to take it. Do they want to take? They did not. They just wanted the pawn. Okay. Well, I'm still up 4 points of material. Now their knight is pinned. Can I attack that knight somehow? Cannot. But I can attack the queen. If I attack the queen, where's it going to go? I don't know. And then I can attack the pinned knight. But if their queen was still on this file, that's not going to work. And then I've undefended that pawn. This pawn's not defended if I move the f-pawn. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try the attacking the queen situation here and see where it goes. It did go over there, so now this isn't going to work. But I could attack the queen again with this knight and my queen and see if they want a queen trade now. Now do you want a queen trade? Oh, they took the pawn. Okay. Well, I didn't expect that. All right, well, let's keep attacking the queen. I'm only up 3 points of material now. Oh, they're going to let me have the queen now? I'll take it. It's always fun when they give up the queen, and then can we threaten that rook with the pawn, see where it goes? Probably, oh, it just gave itself up for the knight. I will take the rook as well. I don't know if I should have taken with the queen or not. I still am trying to get to that knight. How do I do that? Oh, just here with this bishop pointed at that knight, which can't move. Okay, and I'm going to trade my bishop for the knight, like so. And now I need to get rid of this rook. How do we get rid of that rook? Let's try using the knight to get rid of the rook. Okay, I figured it would try to, to pin my knight, but I'm just going to move my queen over here, and then I can bring this rook over. Oh, they've got the king over finally. Okay, let's bring this rook over. It is defended, and it's pointed through here. So now I can move this knight and see if they want a rook trade. Let's do that. Oh, they wanted to take there. Okay, that was probably a good plan, but I'm going to take that knight with my pawn and still see if they did want a rook trade. Okay, I'm doing very well. I'm very happy with my performance so far in this game, and I'm going to try really hard not to stalemate. Oh, I'm just going to en passant that, because you kind of have to, right? Let's see if we can do this without a stalemate, but with a checkmate. For example, if I check here with my queen, they can just come up. But if I check here with my queen, what if I check on a5 with my queen? And then I don't know why I shouldn't just put my rook on a dark square and maybe we can do a ladder mate here. Like so. Can't quite do the full ladder mate because the bishop's in the way, but we can go this way. But no, then the king goes around. Well, I can come over here to a7, and now the bishop's pinned, and I'm going to take it on the next turn. Like so. And it's not a stalemate because they can move pawns. And I'm going to take that pawn, and when they move another pawn, I have checkmate here. All right, well, I feel a lot better about this one, but I'm still embarrassed about the first one. And I'm a relatively honest video maker because I'm leaving the first game in there when I could have just deleted it and pretended like this was my first one. I'm going to save the game, and I'm going to use my 1 game review per day to do the game review on this game to see whether or not I could have won faster or whether or not I did, made mistakes that I can learn from. So let's click game review. All right, I did have 1 mistake and 1 miss according to this. And it says I played like a 1400, which, it's a little bit higher than my rating. And the bot played a little bit higher than its rating as well. But I did the bot didn't have any mistakes. Just 1 blunder right there, right after my mistake. Okay, my mistake was here. What should I have done there? Let's see, can we replay that? What should I have done instead of this? Okay, I know what the bot's blunder was. After I played here, the bot played a5. And I think I said at the time that I was pretty sure that was a mistake because they gave this up. But instead of this, what should I have played? Should I have played d4 here? I know the English is always telling me to play d4. Let's see if that's what it was. It apparently wasn't the move it had in mind, but it would have been better than a3. I like how it explains the problem with a3. The game is still close to equal, but you lost your advantage. Yeah, that's what the number means. This whole sentence is pointless because the number's right there. And it says the same thing here for d4. The game is still close to equal, but white lost their advantage. Not really, because I still have an advantage according to this number. So this is just inaccurate, the sentence, not the move. And up here, the sentence is pointless because it did go close to equal. So what should I have played instead of any of those moves? I'm going to click the hint light. It was F5. I should have played F5 here. All right, well, I'm going to switch to the analysis board, and it says, I said F5. F4 is my best move, but D4 was pretty close, and queen to B3. Oh, I said queen to B3, didn't I, during the game? It would have been counted as inaccurate, but yeah, F4 is the best, and they're not going to take. They're going to take this knight, and then I'll take back, and then they'll push forward, it says. And I'm just way ahead. But I don't know why, and I don't know where that number comes from because I'm not ahead any pieces or material, so that one's confusing. Okay, I had a miss later on. Let's see. After the bot played that, I had a mate in 2. I'm pretty sure the lines are on here, but I haven't looked at them yet. I'm going to guess it was rook to A7 because the king can't come to any of these squares or this one. It would have to go down, and then I would have a mate in the corner. Is that it? Oh, no. It says if I played rook to A7, it's actually a mate in 3. Because they can block with the bishop, okay? Queen to D6 cuts off this whole rank and this whole file, and the pawn is guarding the queen, and it guards that, so they would have to go over one, and then queen to B6 is mate. Okay. This would never be a puzzle because the mate in 2 and mate in 3 and mate in 4 are really close to one another. But if it had been a puzzle, and it said right at the beginning that, there's multiple mates available here, but one is faster than the others, can you find it? I don't know. I don't know if I would have found this one or not. But I actually have mate in 4 if I just put the rook down there in the corner. Okay, but yeah, if I had played the one that I said, I wasn't thinking they could block with the bishop, but they can. And then I would just take it, and they can't come up here because of the pawn and the queen, and they can't stay on this rank because of the queen. They can't go there or there because of the queen, so they only have one legal move, and then it doesn't matter which piece I move down, it's mate, or over here. So I have 3 different mates in ones, so that would have been a total of mate in 3 had I tried that at this moment. But as I said during the game, I kind of felt like I had to en passant it. And I always think it's a little bit weird that they put this information box next to, anytime you play en passant, there's a little eye that if you hover over it and it tells you what en passant is. And maybe it's just because I've known about that move since I was really young, like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 years old, that it just seems like a normal move of chess for me. And they don't have a little information pop-up for any other normal move in chess. Why don't they have that when you push a pawn? And you hover over it and it says pawns can move forward if you want them to, as long as nothing's in the way. Or when you move the king someplace and little hover box would say kings can move 1 square in any direction as long as nothing's in the way and they're not moving into check. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? That this is just a different one of many possible moves in chess, but it gets an info pop-up. And I think the reason it gets an info pop-up is because many beginners don't get taught that early on. But they should be taught it because it's a normal legal chess move, just like the knight hopping or the rook sliding. So yeah, that one throws me off a little bit. And I've rambled on way too long. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time watching my videos. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.